Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Fi and today we're going to be diving into your next steps. Okay, so if you've been feeling very unsure about what steps to take, you've been feeling very confused and you're like, I need a little bit of guidance, then this is the reading for you. I will say that the piles today were very it was giving a little bit of dark, so if you've been really going through it, then I feel like, yeah, this reading is for you. But what I need for you guys to do is get calm, get relaxed, get into a nice vibe. That way you can be guided by your intuition when choosing between the three options that I have before you today. Once you are calm, take a look at your options and then click on the description box down below and then click on the timestamp for whichever pile or group you feel the most called to, and then I will see you at your pile selection. If anything I say today resonates for you, please make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff, so that way I'm able to help out someone else that's in need. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with group number one. Hello and welcome, pile number one people. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at what it is you need to do in regards to your next step that you need to take right now, especially if you've been feeling lost and unsure of yourself, unsure about what it is your intuition or your guides have been trying to tell you. We're going to look at what that message is and what steps you may be needing to take at this moment in time. So do I want to start with the tarot? I think I'm gonna start with the tarot. Okay. And see what I get from that. All right. So we're going to look first at your current or past challenge that you're facing, or the challenge that you're facing at this time of the reading. Okay. We have here the Five of Wands. Okay. So that you could be dealing with some competitive energies, okay? This could be inner conflict or conflict in regards to your environment, some sort of tension that's happening. Literally, your challenge position is the challenge. Okay, what's challenging you right now could be different for everybody, but it could be like fights and arguments between you and other people, just competitive energies. Maybe you're competing in some sort of sport, or maybe you feel like there's a lot of competitive energy when it comes to your work. It could be any or a lot of those things, okay? But you could feel like this energy where you're competing for something or competing for your position in some way, shape, or form. It could not even have to do with your actual like work. It could not have to do with the people that you actually work with, right? It doesn't have to be somebody else's energy impacting your own, because everything starts within us, right? Because I feel like with this Five of Wands, this could most definitely be like you feeling like you looking at other people's progress and then creating like self-doubt energy within yourself. All right, let's see what else we have here. Okay, so we have Temperance here, and Temperance is representing the main message or the focal point that Spirit wants you to focus on. And that's basically Spirit saying remaining in balance, keeping grounded, keeping your energy grounded, okay? Not overdoing it. Because the way that it's being explained to me is kind of like you are, let's say you're in this career, or you have this goal, right? Let's say you have this goal to maybe like lose weight, and like you're partnering up with someone else, like maybe your partner, right? And you guys are working out and you guys are eating the same meals or whatever, but they're losing way more weight than you're losing. And it's causing for you to feel like bad inside. It's causing for you to feel some sort of conflict within yourself, and it may even be causing conflict between you and that other person, because you just feel like, bro, what am I doing wrong? Why is my life like this? Why am I not seeing the progress that I want to see, but you're progressing? Like, and this could just be your inner thoughts. You could not even be voicing it, but it's like that's when you need to ground yourself. That's when you need to get back into balance and stop looking outside of yourself, because everything starts within you. Everything begins within you. So that's what this Temperance card is kind of like saying. Coming back into balance is going to be the focal point of this message, and also saying that there's a need for calmness and tranquility and serenity, and for you to focus in on the purpose of what it is that started everything. So like, it's like, if you were like, if we're going back to that example of wanting to lose weight, and they're losing the weight and you're not losing the weight, what was the reason and purpose that made you start it? Was it to get healthier or whatever? Okay, then you also have to have a healthy mindset when doing so, like, and not beat yourself up because you're not exactly where it is that you feel like you should be. Okay, because it doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to get there. It just means that it's going to take a little longer. It's taking the time that it needs to take. Let's see what else we have. And like, sorry if it looks a little greasy or whatever, or shiny, because I put lotion on my hands and my table, and these cards, they pick it all up. But I can't have dry skin, baby. I just can't do it. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. So this is beautiful. I feel like this is confirmation that you'll be able to complete your goal, because this is the overall outcome or conclusion, or the future resolution. So this is basically saying you will be able to complete your goal. Okay, there will be this turning point that happens, this beautiful change that happens. Okay, the change that you want to see, whether it is losing weight, whether it is getting a promotion at that job, whether it is finding your success that you've been dying to achieve, whatever it is. The Wheel of Fortune is saying that you will get to that turning point. Things will turn around. Things will change. Okay, you will see a difference. Okay, I feel like you just kind of you can't give up. Just don't give up. Okay. Let's dive deeper into your message. We have here meadow of moments. Bask in the meadow of moments where presence blossoms in the simplicity of now. So this is again about appreciating the present moment. Okay, what it is that you need to do now. Pile number 1 is appreciate the present moment. Not let yourself get caught up in other people's problems, conflicts, or other people's journeys. Focus in on your own journey and figuring out how you can stay in balance as you are making the changes that are necessary to achieve your goals. And then next we have answers unfold. Keep your mind open and be willing to learn from this experience. So what you need to do now is stay focused into the now, appreciate all that is happening in the now, and remain open, or keep your heart open to the changes that are going to be unfolding. Keep your heart open to seeing, because I feel like pile number 1, you might be not seeing the beautiful changes that are already happening for you in the now, because you're so focused in on the future, on like something way ahead of yourself. So it's like, but what do you see now that's already changed? Okay, because there is some answers in the present that you can find. So just like take a deep breath, ground yourself, ground your energy, so that way you can see the changes that you wish to see. Because this is I feel like whatever's happening in the now is for you to learn from. Okay, we have hematite, ground yourself, which is basically what I've been saying this whole time. We love that. Hematite stone is very good for grounding your energy. Okay, especially if you're an empath or empathetic, very empathetic, or very sensitive, have very sensitive energy. This is the perfect stone for you to get. Okay, and then we have agate, or however you say it, get back into balance. And that's basically what we've been talking about this entire time. So that is a step that you guys need to take. Pile number 1, people. Ground your energy, ground yourself, get back into balance, focus on the now, get out of other people's journeys, focus in on your own journey, and appreciate all that you have in this moment at this time. Thank you so much for being with me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to group number 2. Hello and welcome, pound number two people. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and dive into your message and see what it is that you need to do right now, like what steps you need to take, especially if you're feeling lost and unsure about what it is that you need to do, how to move forward. Let's look into that. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. So for your first card, we have the Tower. Okay. And this is representing the challenges that you may be facing right now. So I feel like with the Tower, for you guys, it may be a lot of stuff going on. You may be dealing with a lot of surprises, a lot of upheavals. It's like I'm seeing like storms and tsunamis and things like that, like just stuff happening, and you just feel swept up in it. It's just giving chaos, okay? It's not one thing. It's like I can't pinpoint one thing because for you guys, it feels like everything. It feels like all the things have been challenges. It feels like life in general has been challenges. Okay, has been challenging, excuse me. But I also feel like the tower talks about like a destruction to your foundation. So there's been some sort of change, okay, or transformation or shakeup, some sort of trauma, something that happened to the foundation of who you are at core. Like this could be something that happened in the past, but it's like I feel like for some of you guys it could be a trigger of something that happened from the past. So somebody could have triggered you about something that happened in the past. Does that make sense? It's like, let's say you had you have a past trauma, right? And somebody did something similar to that traumatic experience to you, and it really just kind of cracked your foundation, and it really just kind of brought everything back to the surface. So there's like a lot of emotional energy for pound number two people that's coming to the surface. That is the challenge. It's just chaotic energy that I'm feeling for the Tower card being in the challenge position for you guys, okay? So let's go ahead and see what the main message is or main focus. We have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, which is great but this makes sense though, because if we pairing these two together, babes, it's giving very much like secrets are coming out. It's giving the not Usher, these are my confessions. But it's giving people really like if someone hurt you, it's giving them telling on themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? God forbid, but let's say somebody was cheating on you, they're gonna tell you about it. Like it's coming to the surface. So anything that's been hidden is now coming to the surface. Like I said in that first example of someone coming to you, right? Coming to you, and they trigger you. It's like you re-experiencing something of the past, and it's just very triggering for you. It's like somebody bringing up an old trauma or a sore spot for you. Baby, I don't like that for you, but I feel like it's super necessary because this energy that's being brought up was swept under the rug, or was like you put a band-aid over a wound that needed to be sewn shut in order to heal. So the band-aid is coming off, you're bleeding out, and it's time to look at it. It's time to fix it. It's time to pay attention to it. Okay? That's what this is giving. Okay, let's look at your future energy or the overall outcome. We have the King of Pentacles. This is stability, okay? This is stability. This is prosperity. This is security. This is you coming out on top in a better place, feeling like you got your life together. And really, this is you being they just said this is you being in a space where you're very much so more protective of your peace. It's like if you're not giving me that energy where I feel like I can be at peace, bye. Get out my face. I'm not dealing with it. Okay? And I just heard poof be gone. And it's really giving that poof be gone. Okay? Now at the back of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. So at this present moment in time, you could be feeling stuck. I'm doing this reading because I felt like it was the people out there or the collective needed a helping hand, because sometimes we can see all of the signs. Sometimes our intuition can talk to us and all of that, and we still not really feel like, okay, what is it that I need to do next? Like, okay, Like, what is my next step? Like, I know all of this, but what do I do? So you could be feeling that energy of just feeling very stuck. And look at that. Behind it is the Ace of Cups. And when I look at the Ace of Cups, I always feel like this is an overflow of emotions, like a lot of emotions coming up. Okay. So, yeah. So just be aware of that. Let's see what else. Okay. So what can you do? We have on your own. It's time to take some alone time and be single. Ooh. That's not what it says. It's time to take some alone time or be single to get a new perspective. Okay. So if this is in regards to a relationship, because we did bring up that cheating, but I'm not wishing that on nobody or nothing like that. Please know that. It's just that's the that's the message that came through, or the example that came through. So just keep that in mind. But this is giving, even if you're in a relationship and you want to stick beside that person, or they ain't did nothing wrong, this is saying you still need your alone time. You still need to take time out for yourself in order to get your mind right. If you're feeling stuck, or if you feel like if you're feeling overwhelmed, like there's too much chaos and so on and so forth, this is saying your next step should be taking time out by yourself, being on your own, celebrating you on your own. Okay, taking yourself out on a date. Okay. I just heard apologizing for some reason. I heard apologizing. Maybe you need to apologize to yourself. Maybe you need if you can't even mend a relationship, like if you can't communicate with the person or the people that hurt you, write a letter. Write a letter to them, and then just burn it and have your own burning ritual. That is very healing. And look, we got the fire right here. Rising flames. Let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. Okay, what do you need to do? Let your heart guide you. Let your, how do I say this? Let your soul guide you to what's right for you. Pay attention to those feelings. I'm going to read the other side of this because it says ignite your soul. Embrace the mysteries of life. Stay open-minded and embrace the wisdom that unfolds from every experience. So that, yes, I feel like Spirit is saying, like, there is something to be gained. There's always something to be gained from pain. There's always something to be gained from pain. Do we feel that in the moment? Absolutely not. But there's always something to be gained from pain. There's wisdom there. There's knowledge there in that pain. It doesn't mean that we always have to go through pain in order to get that wisdom or to get knowledge or to get better. But just know that when you experience something so horrific, or when you experience that trauma, there is still something there that you can take away from it to make you better at the end of the day. Like recognizing that you went through this and you were strong enough to move through it and still smile and still laugh and still get up and be here on this planet. Recognizing your own strength and beauty after experiencing something so painful is a divine essence. If you get what I'm saying, like, I don't know if you get it, but it's powerful if you do. Okay. So we have Shungite, detox your life. Yes. So what is you need to do? Detox your life. Take space out. Time for yourself. Focus inward. There is something, okay? For some of you guys, there's something in your energetic field that needs to be released, okay? Whether it's energetically, emotionally, that's for you to decide. If it's a person that's causing you a lot of chaos, it's time to let go and release them, okay? But it's for you to decide what it is that you need to cleanse from your life. But something needs to be cleansed, and it's time for you guys to choose you. Okay, pile number 2, that's what I got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Come back to see me next time. I am out. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. Thank you so much for being here. So if you've been confused, you're unsure about what to do, what your next steps are, what steps you should be taking right now, we're going to dive into that right now. Thank you so much for being here. I think I said that already, but let's go in. Let's go ahead and get started with your tarot cards. So for your challenge position, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Now, Now, I feel like in regards to what your challenge could be with the Wheel of Fortune card, it could have to do with some sort of cycle that you've been stuck in for like a long time, or this could be, I feel this could be karma as well, but I feel like this could be most definitely like a cycle, like something you've been experiencing time and time again, like you've been back here before. This is something that you've been through before. So whatever challenge that you may be facing right now at this time, or whenever you face this challenge, for whenever, it has to do with cycles, okay? It has to do with life cycles. So even if things are hard right now, or even if you feel like you could feel like you're at the bottom end of the spectrum, you don't have to, because what I'm getting though is that you could be feeling on top of the world right now. So really just kind of take it for how it resonates. You could be feeling on top of the world right now, but you could be fearing that drop. You know what I'm saying? Having that fear that, like, oh my God, things are too good, so they're just bound, they have to get worse, or they have to get bad because things are too good right now. You could, take it for how it resonates. You could be feeling that, okay? Or like I said, you could be on the other spectrum where things have been in the winter stage, where things may be moving a little bit slower, where things aren't really happening, or if things are happening, they're a bit chaotic, they're a bit much overwhelming, bit draining in regards to the energy that's surrounding you at this time. So just keep that in mind. Let's see, this card is representing your main message. We have King of Swords and the reverse. Interesting. Yeah, this is that why did they said winter snow. Winter snow. So they keep bringing me back to December energy, winter time energy. Uh because during that time it's for hibernation. It's where things are happening a little bit slower. Um Things aren't really, I guess you could say, flourishing how they're supposed to at that time. So interesting. This is the energy that you could be dealing with. Okay. I feel like this could you could also be dealing with the person or energy that's a little bit like, that is cold, that's manipulative, dishonest, and that, like, they don't really have your best interest at heart, is what I just heard. Okay. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna keep moving forward, and I feel like you should be, one thing that you need to do at this time, pound number 3, is to keep moving forward. Okay, we have the star in regards to your future energy or the overall outcome. So this is renewal. This is hope being restored. This is positive changes. This is healing. This is you finding clarity. This is positivity. Okay. But I feel like in order to get there, I feel like there is this need for you to have faith in yourself, faith that things can get better. Okay, because when I think winter snow, I also think like depression, lower vibrational energy. That doesn't mean like every winter, not everybody feels that in the winter season, but just the representation of winter. It's cold. I mean, not to, I'm gonna bring the energy down, because I'm like, think about the people that don't have homes in the middle of winter. They're freezing, or being afraid of freezing to death, being afraid of not having enough. You know what I'm saying? So it's that energy of just lackful, suck you dry type of energy that you could have been dealing with, or could be dealing with. Yeah. Let's see what we can do about it though. All right, small steps, the small wins, the small triumphs, the everyday victories, celebrate them. They will take you there. So staying positive, like I said, I did feel the energy of pound number 3, needing to be positive, have hope, have faith, never give up, or never like, don't abandon yourself. Don't abandon yourself. Don't abandon your morals. Don't abandon your values. Don't abandon your goals. Okay. You right track. You are going in the right direction. So just keep moving forward. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say something like that? Didn't I just say something about, like, you guys, let's just keep moving forward? Because I felt that in your reading. Like, let's not harbor on the negative. I feel like Spirit doesn't want you, like, what you need to do, pound number 3, Spirit doesn't want you to harbor on the negative energy. Like, don't freak out about whatever it is that's happening at this moment of time, or that will happen, that may seem a little chaotic or may seem negative, because it's just about, this is about whatever's happening is like the cycle is ending. Okay, it's happening because it needs to happen, but at the same time it's life, so that wheel is still going to turn, things are still going to turn around. So it's like, even if you had a crappy week, everything that you could possibly think of went wrong, that doesn't mean that next week is going to be the same way. That's the blessing. Or even if you had a crappy day, that's a blessing about life. You may have a crappy day, but that doesn't mean that tomorrow will be a crappy day, because the wheel may turn and shift. You never know. Okay, you can take fate into your own hands and take small steps towards positive energy, towards your own victory. And I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to do. Like, it's up to you. Okay, be kind to yourself. What you need to do, pound number 3. I almost said pound number 2. What you need to do, pound number 3, is be kind to yourself, be loving to yourself, be gentle to yourself, especially if things are hard right now. Okay? Because, again, it's that energy. I feel like there's this energy of, even if things are hard right now, it doesn't mean you know that it's not always going to be this way, because change is inevitable. Okay? Change is inevitable. So don't forget that. The Hanged Man in reverse was at the back of the deck, and this talks about delays. This talks about, just this could talk about avoiding sacrifice. So, as well as just the energy not moving, being stuck and stagnant as well. Behind that is the Emperor, and behind that is the Ten of Wands. This is, okay, so I'm hearing that this is talking about a change in perspective, how you see yourself, as well as how the world sees you and how you see the world. Seeing yourself, like having more respect for yourself, being more with divine masculine energy. It's like taking action, being more motivated, making steps and making moves, taking those small steps, knowing that it's going to get you to where you need to be. And just releasing. The Hanged Man in the reverse, I feel, also talks about like the same thing as the Ten of Wands, like releasing your burdens, your worries, and your fears. Spirit wants you to do that at this time. That is what's going to help you at this time. Just releasing and letting go, taking your hand off the wheel, and focusing on what it is you can do in the now, while also being kind to yourself and keeping that positive energy up, because it's what's going to help you to manifest a better reality for yourself. Okay, that's what I got for you guys, part number 3. I hope that was helpful for you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. And come back to see me next time. I am out. Peace.